And for nearly 60 years, the National Endowment for the Arts funded organizations across the country with grants for arts and arts education. And as of this year, funding more than $36 million nationwide.
However, amid the Trump administration's budget cuts, some of that money is now gone. Local 10's Samir Nefsi tells us what this means for local theaters.
From the memorable tunes of Seussical the Musical to the suspenseful scenes from Girl on the Train.
Why won't you let me help you?
Both representative of the thriving South Florida theater community.
Theater is very important at so many levels.
Chicken soup for the soul, the heart, and the mind.
A community now caught in the crosshairs of the Trump administration's sweeping cuts. As the president aims to cut down on federal spending, his proposed 2026 discretionary budget calls for the elimination of the National Endowment for the Arts, or NEA.
Let yourself remember.
The leading federal agency funding arts and arts education across the country.
I think it is a big deal. I think everybody will lose without funding from the arts.
The Actors Playhouse at the Miracle Theater previously received a $50,000 grant from NEA, funding tickets for 1,200 area youth.
We brought students from different neighborhoods to see Jersey Boys.
What sort of mistakes?
So we are changing lives. We're giving inspiration to kids.
All the things you can make.
Meanwhile, over at Area Stage Company,
It's very difficult for me. I have to sit down and see how I can stretch, our dollars.
they received this notice of termination from NEA.
How important are grants in this environment, in the realm of theater?
As a nonprofit organization, we couldn't do what we do without the support of grants.
The grant here used to fund the company's Inclusive Theater Program, or ITP.
Hey, I rather like that. Which is a program for children and adults with developmental disabilities. And that money usually goes to pay for our amazing coaches. And it's really devastating for our financial stability to have the cancellation of grants at the last minute. So we find ourselves in a very dire situation right now.
The notice of dried up funds comes as the company prepares to produce an immersive production of Disney's Tarzan the Musical.
I have to start cannibalizing from other places, to get moving, money inside, and it hurts our program.
The executive director of Area Stage, Maria Banda Rodas, says they have to reroute funds from ITP along with additional fundraising.
I'm just hoping that our efforts with our team, will be able to raise the funds for Tarzan, which is, a few weeks down the road, and if not, I may not be able to do it. Like, it's that serious.
Appeals can be followed following the termination notice. However, companies across the country are now left scrambling to find funds.
So it would be very difficult
Do you have children?
not to get this grant.
I'm Samir Nefsi, Local 10 News.